Cap, here is the rundown and what you can expect today. Seahawks dominate. You already saw that. Sam Darnold proves that patience is apparently a strategy. And the Patriots look young at the worst time ever. Mac Hollins terrified America in Hannibal Lecter mask, and Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, well, they turned a championship weekend into a relationship autopsy. We got a whole lot to unpack here, so let's get into it.
Okay. Super Bowl, super dud.
Super dud, Super Bowl.
Super dud bowl. No, you know what? There was no competition. You felt from the minute the kickoff took place, the Patriots were totally out of their league. Totally out of their league.
Which is also crazy because you got to the Super Bowl.
Right. And
so
you would think that they can do it. And Seattle's not that good. I mean, they're good, but they're not that good. But they look like they were like, all of a sudden, Drake May looked like he was a second-year player, and he looked like it was lost.
Did they suck that bad, or did all the other teams suck that bad?
I think the other teams sucked that bad.
That's wild.
You know that they came into the year, they came into the postseason having beaten just one team with a 500 record. The Giants beat two teams with a 500 record.
So then why did we end up at the Super Bowl?
Because, unfortunately, that's the only two wins they had all year. That's the only two wins they had all year.
That's crazy.
But no, truthfully, I mean, they weren't really prepared. They made a lot of mistakes. And they weren't prepared on the field. You could see it. And then, of course, you know, you're going to look at the numbers, and Drake May threw for whatever, and most of them in the fourth quarter.
Let's talk about the numbers, because last week we predicted, and we put $5 on this, so I don't know who's getting paid right now. The final score, Seahawks 29, Patriots 13. What did we predict last week?
I think I said 24-10 or something like that.
I said 24-17.
Oh, okay. So we're both close.
So who's closer?
Well, wait a minute.
I'm not good at math. Someone else do that calculation.
I think it's really close. I think you got me by 1 point.
So I get the $5.
Yes, you do.
Pay up.
I can't give you because I don't have my wallet on me. Damn latte. I would give you my $5, but I don't have my wallet on me.
Honestly, what can
I'll have to give you an IOU.
There's nothing I could buy with $5.
You can't even get out of the building. They won't even let you through the door.
I got this from across the street. $7 for a subpar matcha latte. Right. This is what New York City is.
Yeah, taxes. The taxes be too high.
On that note. Okay, so why the Seahawks won? Let's get into the game plan here. How they accomplished to hoist the Lombardi Trophy.
Well, they won by being the better team. Honestly, they did. They came with a game plan. Sam was not going to throw the ball away, was going to get picked off. You know, they became the first team ever to go an entire postseason and not turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And what was Sam Darnold's biggest problem in college and in the pros? Throwing interceptions and turning the ball over.
That happens with maturity and, I guess, composure and being able to look at the game, slow it down, and to not cause those turnovers. However, their defense is really forcing Drake May under a lot of pressure, making him make some not so smart moves there. And that's essentially how they won the game.
They pressured him, they hit him, and they hit him. That defense, you know, Witherspoon got him a couple times. And Seahawks very calmly took their game plan. They ran Kenneth Walker. Patriots couldn't stop him. Sam, when he had to, made key passes. And
There's some
made
tight
no
ones
mistakes.
in there. Some tight ones I was like,
that first drive, he made a couple of beautiful passes.
But he threw into some tight windows, but it doesn't matter.
But he completed.
There was no interceptions there.
Yeah.
However, the interceptions fell on the Patriots side, and I think this is what gave Seattle the win, along with their incredible defense.
Their defense was outstanding.
It was wild.
Now, they've won 2 Super Bowls in their history, and both times
it was defense.
Defense.
The Legion of Boom.
That's right. That was here.
The original, I say original because that is my time, but the Legion of Boom is where I named my cat from.
That's correct.
Meow Sean Lynch, you know who your daddy is.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him march on in a couple commercials as well. He's still, I love him.
He's still very popular.
But that is exactly, you're right. It was defense again that won this game.
And Mike Macdonald, the head coach, defensive coach.
Let's talk about Kenneth Walker. This man from
perfect timing.
Michigan State. Yeah, from Michigan State.
You got me on that.
23 carries, 135 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 26 receiving yards, and he averaged nearly 6 yards per carry in the second half. And this man was on fire. And he looked little. He looked my size.
Well, he's not little.
I mean, little compared to the other guys.
Maybe compared to other people, but he's a good running back. And perfect timing because he's now in his fourth. He finished his 4th year.
I know.
And is now going to be a free agent.
I heard he's going to be demanding quite a few
And he was
bucks.
not happy with his general manager, who joked at the parade, Kenneth's already trying to negotiate. He got actually mad by that.
Well, I would be like, yeah, I'm trying to negotiate. They just won a damn Super Bowl. Who do you think carried the team on their back?
Kenneth goes, I didn't say that. But she did.
Pay the man.
Hey,
Stop.
really. He's going to
Pay
stay.
the man.
If he doesn't make a contract, they're going to give him the franchise tag. They're not letting him go.
Honestly.
They can't let him go. He's too good. He's a really good running back.
Really good.
And yet the funny part is, when they rank the free agent running backs, he's ranked third.
Yeah.
Breece Hall of the Jets is still considered the number one running back free agent.
The Fudge win a Super Bowl, and let's talk about being ranked number one.
Right.
I saw this guy just like waiting for cutbacks and just really explosive in his runs.
Yeah. And that's a good defense.
It was fun to watch him.
Yes, it was very fun to watch him. Look, if you're a football fan and you're watching for the defense and things like that, yes, there was some great football to look at. But the Super Bowl is supposed to be bigger than that. It's supposed to be like this entertaining excitement.
It's not what we have been used to in the past. It was clean football. It was precise. There was a lot of patience.
You know what? In honor of the Super Bowl.
And hardly any flags.
No flags.
No flags. Thank God.
Which is good.
I said stop with the flags. Stop interrupting the game.
That's good.
Yeah.
You
one flag on holding, and I was like.
In order to get ready for the Super Bowl, I actually watched, and I think you're the one who told me about it, Apple TV's Patriots Dynasty. It was fantastic. But when you watch it and you think back of all those Tom Brady Super Bowls, every game was exciting. Every game was close.
Yeah.
Even the game that were getting blown out by the Falcons, the great comeback, and the drama. It's just less drama.
Yeah, there was no drama.
Yes.
It was clean, precise football.
Right. Remember the last time
I'll take it.
The Patriots and the Seahawks met in the Super Bowl. That was one of the great moments.
Yeah.
All right. One of the great catches by Javon Curse. And then they're down by the goal line and Tom's crying on the sidelines. He knows it's over. And lo and behold, Pete Carroll, senility crept into his head. And instead of handing off to Marshawn Lynch, he threw a pass at Malcolm Butler.
Don't you be talking ish about Pete Carroll.
No,
that
Pete
is
Carroll,
my guy.
that was a senior moment.
That is my guy.
That was a senior moment. How you not hand off to Marshawn Lynch there is mind-boggling.
Because I know if we go back to it, he wanted Russell Wilson to be the guy of the game. Because we all knew that handing it off to Marshawn Lynch, he was the stud of that game. But I think he really wanted Russell to have his moment.
And that's crazy.
Yes.
Because he threw it. And
Malcolm
Malcolm
Russell
Butler.
Wilson, I'm on a text message chain with him and his wife.
Really?
I'm trying to get them on Good Day tomorrow.
Oh, really? What's
to
going
play
on?
a little what do you call it? Like the new a newlywed game with them?
Right. I saw something they did online for that.
Yes. So
they
I'm trying to get them
online.
but they're out of town. But I'm going to have dinner with them at some point, so I'll have to ask them. One question you'd like me to ask Russell?
Very simple. How come you threw the pass and didn't hand off to Marshawn Lynch?
I don't know if I should ask him that
question.
question
You don't want
the
to
first
ask
time I
that.
meet him.
No, I don't think
at
that's
dinner.
the first. Yeah, that would probably be like
That'd be a little weird.
maybe on dessert.
Maybe dessert.
Let's
see how much he drinks.
Let's do the appetizers. Pump a few drinks in them. No, listen. The call was made. He never saw Butler. It was a great play.
Yeah.
And they lost. But guess what? They did win a Super Bowl the previous year. He blew out the Broncos, so he has his ring.
Yeah.
Russell has his ring.
We'll give it to them. Okay, so turnovers, Seattle finished with 2 in the turnover margin, so that stat alone, I think that just wins most Super Bowls.
Usually whoever wins the turnover battle usually wins the Super Bowl.
Drake Bay, you got some maturing to do.
A lot of maturing to do. And you know what? Next year their schedule is going to be a lot harder, so I don't believe they'll be back.
I agree with you on that one. Okay, so in terms of Drake May's numbers, go through the stats. 19 for 34, 214 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
and here's where it sucks for him. He got sacked 5 times.
Plus, all of that came in garbage time.
Yeah.
He set a record for a quarter, like the fourth quarter. He threw for like over 200 yards. So, like, what do you have, 38 yards going in?
But that's what he was supposed. But at that point,
they
were
just
like, just throw the damn ball, get rid of it, and just see where it goes.
The game was over. It didn't matter.
But maybe he should have played like that for
maybe if he started for the first, second, and third quarter like that, you might have had a game.
Yeah,
In fact, if it wasn't for the Patriots defense, that game would have been like the year before. It would have been a blowout.
Have to shout out to people that are tuning in from YouTube, from TikTok, some of the comments in here. We'll answer them right now. So, what was your favorite Super Bowl commercial from our number one fan, Dan Stump?
I didn't like any of them.
Oh, okay, there you go.
You know
that answers that for you.
I know. Hold on, I'll give you one. I'll give you one that was actually kind of funny. So the very first commercial break comes up, and this is not the one I liked. They had a big commercial with all these big stars, Haley Seinfeld and
the State Farm thing.
Yeah, the State Farm thing was boring. I'm like, and they passed all that money. Then the next one, they had the 2 guys from Saturday Night Live. I don't know their names because I don't watch it. And they did this thing. They were driving with a green screen and it kept breaking up. That was actually kind of fun. That was a very nice commercial. And I'm like, it probably cost them $3.95 to make, and it was a better commercial.
I did not see that one.
I don't know their names. They do the weekend wrap up, or whatever that does.
Colin Jost?
Probably that guy. Yeah.
He's saying probably. You don't even.
I don't know their names, but I do know they're from Saturday Night Live. It was actually a very funny spot.
Okay, we're gonna have to look that one up. Good. I think my favorite one, and it seriously made me cry a little bit, was the Lay's commercial. It was about a daughter throwing her dad a retirement party and how she's been working with him in the fields for the potatoes. And I was like, why am I crying at a damn Lay's commercial?
Yeah, I don't do crying well. So
it's Lay's. You know how much junk is in that stuff?
That's why she was crying. She had to eat all those potato chips. That's why I was crying. You were crying because she had to eat all those potato chips. Ugh.
Matt is in the chat as well. He said Pats will be back.
No, they won't. They're not going to be back. They're done.
I don't think so.
Done.
I don't think so.
Done.
Yeah, I agree. And then Brian's asking, where did you watch the Super Bowl?
Me? I was working. I was here. Channel 5.
You watched it at work?
I watch it every year at work. I'm always here. I'm always working on Sundays.
I watched it at Crane Club.
Where's that?
It's like kind of a meatpacking district. It's like they had like the big screen TVs and had some food and wings and all that.
Good
it was good.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think, did we leave that?
I never did it. I never really did this. Well, first of all, I've always worked the Super Bowl because I do a sports show on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. Maybe once or twice I went to a couple of Super Bowl parties. Most of them were at people's homes. And they were fun. A lot of people, a lot of my friends. I was younger then, so we did it. But I don't remember ever going anyplace. I don't think I want to go to a club and watch the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't want to either. I mean, I had like mocktails and stuff, so it was pretty boring.
And it's like, everyone's
It's like you got to go to work the next day. You're like,
right. And then I'm trying to watch. I mean, I like to actually watch the game, and a lot of times you can't. I'm not a big fan of going to sporting events.
They had a good sound system, though, so shout out to Crane Club because that was
That's
actually
important.
great.
That's important.
Okay, so getting over to Sam Darnold and the redemption arc story of this whole Super Bowl run. Got to shout him out because, Jets fans, if you had the right leadership,
this is it.
The right people around you.
Listen up, Jet fans.
From the top down, because that's how every single corporation should be run, from the top down. If you would have figured it out, you could have really developed a team around Sam Darnold.
And that's the word.
But you haven't figured it out.
And that's the word, develop. They didn't develop. You made a great point today in the noon, because I was saying how you got to give these young kids time. I've mentioned about guys like the Yankees, Volpe, and people like that, and the fans jump all over him. Get rid of him. He's a bum.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, you got to develop them. You got to coach them. You got to teach them.
Yeah.
Teaching matters, and even in the pros. Perfect example is Patrick Mahomes. Many consider the greatest quarterback next to Tom Brady, okay? Very first year, he sat on the sidelines and he learned. He learned from Andy Reid. He learned behind Alex Smith. He learned. So when he took the field, he knew what he was doing. Here in New York, we take quarterbacks. David, you got Sam and Matt and Wilson and Daniel Jones, and we throw them into the fire. It's stupid. Stupid.
I don't know what should we just go coach the team?
Yeah, somebody better, because these guys don't.
Should we quit our jobs here and go work for the Jets?
No, that's exactly what they should do. Somebody should go over there and teach these guys, because they don't know what they're doing.
I think it should be us.
I would love to. I would love to say, Aaron Glenn, sit down. Let us teach you how to go about doing this, because you're not doing it right.
Oh, I thought we were going to go in for being like a coaching assistant.
No, we just sit down with Aaron and cut him right down to the tape. Right here. This is what you got to do.
They should hire us.
Exactly.
Please don't hire us.
I loved it. I go.
I don't even like your team, so don't hire us.
I'm available.
Dear God, no, they're not going to hire me.
I'm available.
Yeah, to be the water boy.
Yeah, listen.
Everybody needs water boy.
Everybody needs water.
But the fact that he becomes the first QB, and we said this again, from the draft class of 2018 to make it to the Super Bowl is pretty impressive.
Considering who that class was. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield.
Quarterbacks.
Really good. He would not been, if everybody had to pick, one of those pick a guy out, they would not be picking out Sam's name for that.
No, okay. These are the previous teams that he's been on. The Jets from 2018 to 2020. Panthers, the 49ers as a backup. The Vikings lands in Seattle finally. Mm-hmm. And they figure out he's not going to be our hero guy, but we're just going to create a great offensive scheme and just let it fit where we don't have to put all the pressure on him to make plays as a quarterback.
And that's what you should do. Coach to your players. If you know what Sam's strengths are, utilize them. Don't ask Sam to go win a game for you, because he probably can't. Although a couple of games ago in the NFC Championship game, he did. But in this particular case, tough defense, they understood, had a great game plan,
Yeah.
won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was saying, you have to have an incredible defense to
Yep.
stick a quarterback in there and have them make an immediate impact. Theirs is elite defense, and stable coaching.
Yes, very
Which
good
I don't know
coach.
what the hell's going on over here.
They've got no coaching. Although, Giants are different now with John Harbaugh. Totally different world.
We'll see what happens.
Which, by the
with
way,
that.
Mike
That's very
McDonald, where did he come from? Worked under John Harbaugh.
good. Yeah.
So listen, he man knows what he's doing. I see really great things for the Giants. Jets, we got a long way to go.
You know what? I'm a Cowboys fan, so we've been on a long way to go.
Exactly. And they're on a long way to go.
So, welcome to the club.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about everything we always love talking about, especially this time of year. Have you done your taxes? Have you gotten that stuff ready? Does this sound like an infomercial for TurboTax?
Thank you, Turbo.
I used it one time, and I swear I'll never use that
No,
that
don't
again.
do
That
that
was
again.
the worst.
That's a
Ugh.
mistake.
It's just making my stomach turn talking about
Or
taxes.
H&R Block or any of those places. They're horrible.
So the fact that we're talking about taxes right now is because these players who were in San Francisco for a whole week leading up to the game will have to pay a jock tax. Not a jock strap,
No.
because they're already wearing those. But they have to pay a jock tax.
Well, they probably have to pay taxes on the jock straps.
If they bought them in California, you
They
probably
gotta pay
are
for 'em.
paying taxes on a jock
Yeah,
strap.
that's
I never
crazy.
understood how players wore that. I feel like that's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm looking around to all the men in the room, looking at them, being like, "Yes, is it?"
You get used to it. I played high school football, so you get used to it.
No one knows what that is. Oh, no one else knows what that is. You're the only one that knows what a jock strap is.
I worn one, so
Is
I know
it like
as a kid.
is it like a male thong? What is it?
It's a little more because it's a cup. It's a solid cup, but you better wear it.
Okay, I understand.
You better wear it.
I understand the front part is a cup, but what's the back part?
It's like a thong. They put it over their body.
So a thong means it goes between
it does.
the cheeks.
Depends. Yeah, usually it does.
So it's a cup with just one string in the back. There's only one string in the back.
And then there's a wrap. You go around, you put it up. It's like wearing like a And you put your 2 feet. You put your legs in. You put them up. It's like.
So it's literally a thong with a hard front.
Well, it's not as thin as say a thong, but
no,
yeah.
I know. I'm saying it's a thong with a hard front.
Yeah. Well, the front is the cup. I mean, the front.
I thought there was 2 straps in the back.
It could be, but it depends. I mean, I've seen 1. I've seen 2. Yeah.
So men have been wearing thongs this whole time, and I
thongs are
didn't know.
good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
That is so.
It's truth to that. It depends.
Is
I mean,
anyone else listening
it's
to this?
sometimes, whatever, you know what it is? It's not really a thong because it goes around you. That's like a strap that goes around each one of your legs, and then it has a strap around here, and then you got the front.
So it's not a thong.
It's not a thong.
You need to. Can you please?
It's not
Can
a
you
thong.
accurately
It's not
describe what a
thong.
jock
It's
strap
not-
is?
I just told you.
You
you
put
put your legs.
you said it
put
was
your
one
leg.
string in
No,
between
no.
the cheeks.
I said it could be one string, but usually you put it on, and you have it going around your legs, right? And then
are
you have
you wearing
one
one
around.
now?
No, I don't. I don't wear them. No.
Okay, so now that we have not established what a jock strap actually looks like, there could be multiple versions of
There
one.
are multiple versions.
There is a tax for a jock
And Sam Darnold lost money.
tax.
Yes, and he lost money. Sam lost money.
This is wild in California because when we talk about this, the winners, they're paid money just for getting to the Super Bowl.
You got a bonus.
The winners are paid approximately $170,000 per player. The losers, $90,000 per player. But because this was in California, the California state income tax equals 13%. So if you do win the Lombardi, Sacramento and San Francisco and that whole Bay Area, they're getting money off.
Yeah. So it cost. I think he made 178, and I think he had to pay like 249. It's crazy. He's lost money on this deal.
And every time they play in California or another state that has a jock
A lot.
tax,
New York has it where we are right now. 10%.
you have to pay.
You got to pay. All sorts. It's like there's like 21 states. And before people say it's a red-blue thing, Louisiana, I believe Iowa, maybe Indiana has it. I'm not sure 100% on Indiana, but there are red states that have
Yeah.
it. Listen, these are like, when they talk about millionaires tax as part of the whole thing. So they come in and they figure that these guys make a lot of money and they're playing in that stadium or they're playing here, and you should put towards whatever it might be.
Okay, here's my thing. I get it if you're doing this year round and you have to pay this jock tax, but if you make it to the damn Super Bowl, get the hell out of my winnings. Get the hell out of get your hands out of my
not
purse.
just that, but you should not be in a situation where you're paying more than you actually made I never heard of such a thing.
Crazy.
I mean, the guy made 178 and he's paying two, because it's based also on his salary and what he makes.
But do you know how much money the Super Bowl generates for that city?
Of course.
Anyways?
Of course.
So get the hell out of the players.
No, they shouldn't be doing that. I'm not a big fan of those things, but everyone's looking for it.
It's just so stupid.
All over. Everyone tries to grab something here and there. It's taxed everywhere, and it's taxes are crazy.
Trying to grab a jockstrap.
Yeah.
Whether it's one string or two strings,
which is
up
fact.
the bum or not, I don't know.
I haven't worn a jockstrap in 40 years. I think I actually remember exactly what they look like.
I'm going to have to look up what this looks like because you're giving me conflicting answers on what a jockstrap.
I know because I can't remember now.
Jockstrap.
That was 40 years ago.
I have to look this up.
50 years ago, probably. I think I was like 15.
Okay, well, my internet here at the news station is not working.
That's right.
So I don't know how we function on a day-to-day basis.
Because we don't pay our taxes.
All right, let's get to this one. Mac Hollins Hannibal Lecter costume. We've talked about this guy before. He's a wide receiver.
He wears the weirdest stuff.
And he's been doing this for a while. Number one, he doesn't wear shoes.
Which, by the way,
that's fine. That's fine if you don't wear shoes.
He's a guy who's basically gone on record as saying in the past, like, he doesn't understand why people wear shoes. He believes all feet should be free.
No, I believe that too.
He believes everyone's feet should be free. He goes, you get dirtier wearing shoes than walking on the ground. He says he cleans his feet. He gets dirtier wearing shoes.
No. I think his whole thing is that to let your foot, walk with its natural movement without restriction.
I understand.
Especially because shoes nowadays are not made with your natural foot alignment in mind.
Right, I understand that.
They cramp your toes.
But I don't want to walk barefoot on this rug. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's not going to happen.
No, don't do it, Bianca. Don't walk around barefoot.
Who's that? Don't like your barefoot, huh?
No, I'm not taking my shoes off because no. Because there's sites where people pay for that stuff, and I'm not doing it over here for free.
That's right.
Okay?
No one wants to see my feet out.
I'm not doing that. So he's been barefoot for many years, and honestly, I think
and wears great outfits, like he did Fred Flintstone one time. I remember that one.
He dresses up in a crazy costume every time.
And plus, he's like, I remember when he was last year. I think it was last year we talked about this. He was in Buffalo, and it was like 10 degrees below zero, and he's wearing like Hawaiian shorts.
Okay, but this one definitely took the cake for Super Bowl, and I guess as you should because it's Super Bowl.
Right,
but his outfit was Hannibal Lecter. His arms were like chained up.
But why is that?
I think that weird face mask.
I personally think he did that in solidarity with his teammate Stefon Diggs, who gets a ring tomorrow, and he wanted to make sure he knows, Steph, if you're going to be looking all chained up, so are we.
Do you really? No.
You don't think so? And they both play wide receiver.
I mean, there has to be some kind. Maybe there's not. I don't know. His other outfits, there was never like.
No, there was never a theme like that.
What would Fred Flintstone have to do with it? Right. So I don't understand. He's in shackles.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Makes no sense.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much. I can get behind the barefoot whole idea.
But I think that's real strange.
But you're doing a little too much.
And he didn't explain why, so I have no idea.
Yeah, let those hot dogs free. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Really?
Okay, so now to the segment that I'm sure everyone has seen all over social media, which if you look at the NFL's social media handle and what they posted more stuff about the halftime performance than the actual game itself.
Exactly.
Nonstop clips.
Which, by the way,
going on.
Outrated. The game I think had 125 million, viewers, and the halftime show was like 128 million. People wanted to see the event. And it was an event. It was a spectacular show. All right. I don't speak Spanish. I have no idea what the songs are saying, but the show and the music and everything were great.
Glad you asked. I thought it was great. It was really artistically well done. The storytelling was incredible. I loved the symbolism to the Latin culture, things that are specific to Puerto Rico and just Latin American culture. And Lady Gaga coming up and doing that salsa version of her song was great. And there was little things, like there was a nod to like power outages in Puerto Rico. That's why they were on those power poles and him dancing.
That's correct.
We all know Ricky Martin, that man's a vampire.
Not just Ricky Martin. There was a whole bunch of people like Jessica Alba.
He's aging backwards.
There was
so is she.
Many.
What peptides are they taking?
Right.
But my only thing is I understand Spanish, but I had no idea what the hell he was saying.
No, I mean,
I think it's just like because he kind of mumbles his Spanish. I don't care. I'm like, the song's good. It's fun.
Look, how many, you could see, like, I don't care who the groups are, how many rock and roll bands go out and he's like, I don't know what the lyrics are, but the music's great, the power. There's so many things. And all of a sudden you find out, wow, he's been saying this all the time. They've been saying this all the time.
Wait, so funny you bring that up. I had to look up the lyrics for some of the songs. And I said, oh, okay, they don't call him Bad Bunny for no reason.
Oh, really?
You want me to show you?
Sure.
Okay, this one is Titi Me Pregunto.
Okay.
One of his famous songs. The chorus is, Auntie asked me if I have a lot of girlfriends. A lot of girlfriends. Today I have one, tomorrow I'll have another. Heh, but there's no wedding. Auntie asked me if I have a lot of girlfriends, blah, blah, blah. And then he has, I'm going to take them all to the VIP. The VIP. Hey, say hello to Auntie. Let's take a selfie, say cheese. Let the ones I already...
You know what?
Effed. Smile in the VIP, a VIP. Say hello to Auntie, da da da. And then he's this man's got a lot of girlfriends. Look, he says, my first girlfriend in kindergarten, Maria, and my first love's name was Thalia. I got a Colombian who writes me every day, and a Mexican I don't even know about. Another one in San Antonio that still loves me, and ones from PR that are all mine. A Dominican who is a fresh hottie, fresh hottie. The one from Barcelona that came on a plane, and yes,
Okay, so now we understand why he mumbles everything, because if everybody knew that, all the girls they would cry.
And yes, my D is fire. I let them play with my heart. I'd like to move in with all of them to a mansion. The day I'll get married, I'll send them an invitation. Boy, stop that.
Well, in 90 seconds we have left, I want you to explain to me exactly how he gets away with that, and does anybody really know what half the stuff was going on?
I didn't know. Like,
does people even know that these are the lyrics?
I didn't know. I'm dancing around. Look at, my D is being chased, and I want you to hide it. Grab it like a bunga. She took a pill that made her blank. She blanks in an Audi and not in a Honda. If I give it to you, don't call me, because this is not to make you love me.
Well, I'll say this. We got 1 minute left. You know, if you look at the door, like we go back to the 60s with some of those lyrics from the Doors and all the same type of lyrics.
Same time? You think it's just as bad?
Yeah. You ever hear some of the stuff with the Doors and what they sing? I haven't
read their lyrics, so I don't know.
Oh, no, you can hear their lyrics, and it's like, it's very similar, and there's always some kind of connotation and innuendo.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's why they call him Bad Bunny.
Oh, yeah, he's bad, all right.
Okay, we didn't even get to the whole Valentine's part.
But that's
Sorry,
okay.
guys. The whole thing was supposed to be about, we're supposed to talk about Cardi B. We're supposed to talk about Kim and her new boyfriend. We're supposed to talk about Olympian, and we didn't even get to that because we were over here reading Bad Bunny's lyrics.
The Bad Bunny's lyrics was better than the Valentine's. Trust us on that.
Have a wonderful Valentine's weekend. Buy someone you love flowers, or a matcha latte, if that. We'll see you next week.